in a diplomatic frame and with negotiations, what we should not believe that war is disappeared forever, that peace is granted forever. As we should not believe that this thinking of hate, this anti-Semitism, this xenophobic rhetoric, which is starting always with words and then transformed in action, is inexistent. It exists every day. It is an element of human existence. Therefore, we are obliged to fight every day, every day. And there is one key to win the fight, this education. We heard now that we are passing the keys to the next generation. I am already born after the Second World War. One of the biggest risks is that Auschwitz, for my children and their children, is as far away as for us, perhaps, another historic event in the 17th century. This is a risk. But there is a wonderful task, a wonderful obligation for all of us. We had, most of us, the chance to meet survivors who told us the story and listen to the story, to their experiences they made in Auschwitz and in other extermination camps, transformed us in witnesses. We all became a witness of what happened by listening. So, if we combine what we heard with what we felt when we heard it, when we combine that emotion with our capacity to tell the story, like Ben Kingsley said, as a storyteller, when we as witness we became, by listening, transform it in a capacity to tell and to pass the message over, we can also transform the next generation in a witness. Oral history is a key element of education to avoid that the victims are forgotten and that the crimes will be forgotten. Therefore, such a commemoration is from the highest importance. And I'm very grateful that we organize it every year. At the entrance of the archives of the United States is written in golden letters, "Past is prologue." The question for us here is, for what is our past prologue? The terrible past of Europe, the terrible past of Germany, the terrible atrocities with the 6 million killed Jews, with the 55 killed people in the Second World War. This past can be, if we draw the right consequences, a prologue to a better world. If we draw the wrong conclusions, it could be repeated. Our duty is to be courageous and not to allow and not to admit that those who tell us this is enough now, 70 years, we should now turn the page and look in another direction, in another future. Yes, we have to look in another future than this terrible past. That's what we have to do. But if you want to change the future for the better, you have not the right to forget the atrocities of the past. Therefore, past is prologue in Europe for a better life and for Jews to live in dignity on our continent. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the good Mr. Martin Schulz. Thank you very much for a great speech. Ladies and gentlemen, there are countries which are able to produce great cheese. And there are countries who produced great wine. But there is one country who is able to produce extraordinarily strong male voices. If you listen to their male choirs, it's like if you overview the endless landscape of Tundra and Taiga. And now we have the opportunity to listen to one of their choirs. I would like to introduce on the stage the Moscow male Jewish capella of the Maimonides State Classical Academy under the patronage of the Russian Jewish Congress. And the choir will be conducted by Mr. Alexander Zayuk. So I hope you will enjoy the power